I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20. The name of the franchise is the MCU Avengers. It is a created franchise with all of the actors that play, well, not all of them, obviously, but all of the players on this created team are actors in the MCU. As you can see, the Avengers have taken the place of the San Diego Padres in the National League West. They are 13-10. They're in third place, 2.5 games behind the Dodgers. It is late April, and let's get this show on the road. 13-10. Let's try to be 14-10. So it's a 3-game set at Chicago against the Cubs. Split the first 2 games, lost 7-2, won 4-0. Let's kick off this rubber match. View, play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the away team at Wrigley Field. As you can see, Wrigley Field. That looks good. Chris Pratt, Star-Lord. And let's do it. Looks good. 3 games back. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. Welcome to a presentation of Avengers Baseball. Again, I am RC Robbin. Welcome to Wrigley Field as the Hollywood Avengers visit the Chicago Cubs. On the mound for the Cubs is Dustin Beggs, making his 5th start of the season. He is 1-1 with a 5.14 earned run average. Leading off for the Avengers is Tom Holland, hitting .411, 4 homers, 21 runs batted in to lead the team. In the MCU, Tom Holland plays Spider-Man. Checks the swing. It's in there for strike 1. Cubs are at 500 at 12-12. It's good for 4th place in the National League Central.
First pitch, 120.
And he pulls the slider foul. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Holland. At the knees, strike 3. 1 down. First strikeout for Beggs. So Anthony Mackie, the man who plays Falcon, is hitting .341, 2 homers, 14 runs batted in. Steps in. Switch hitter from the left side takes outside ball 1. Low ball 2. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Mackie. And he pulls it. Oh, bounces off the heel of the glove, Frank Thomas. And he's going to be safe. Will it be an error or an infield single? They're going to give him a hit. So it's an infield single for Anthony Mackie. And with 1 out here in the first, they have a base runner. Almost a brilliant catch down the first base line. Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, steps up. He's hitting .275 in the season. Oh, he's picked off first. So they erase him anyway. Gets picked off first, and there's 2 down here in the first inning. Bases are empty. So Robert Downey Jr. is up. Base is clear and 2 down. Outside corner, strike 1. Sitting .275, 4 homers, 13 runs batted in. Did he check his swing? Yes, he did. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Downey Jr. 2 balls, 1 strike. Freddie Ferguson is the man calling balls and strikes here at Wrigley. Out in front of the 2-seamer, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Tony Stark. And he lines it, and it's going to drop in there for a base hit to right. So with 2 outs, they have a base runner. Nice piece of hitting from RDJ.
The third baseman, number 20.
Next up is the late great Chadwick Boseman. He hit .333, a homer, 6 RBIs. Outside ball 1. Chadwick in the MCU played T'Challa, or Black Panther. Plays third base for the Avengers. Outside count is 2 balls and no strikes on Chadwick. They jammed him in on his hands, shallow right field. They make the catch to retire the side. So, no runs, 2 hits. I don't remember how many hits. Bottom line is, it's half an inning ball of play. Hollywood Avengers, nothing. Chicago coming to bat. Bottom of the first. On the mound is Star-Lord Peter Quill, also known as Chris Pratt in the MCU. He's making his 5th start. He's 2-0 with a 4.28 earned run average. And he faces Robin Yount. 284, 6 homers, 16 runs batted in for the Cubs. And he grounds it up the middle. Tom Holland is there. Spidey throws him out for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 away. Starting lineup for the Cubs, Robin Yount led off. Lorenzo Cain is the DH. Frank Thomas is at first. George Foster in left. Andrew Jones in center. Craig Biggio is at second. Austin Meadows is in right. Brian Anderson at third. And Jake Rogers behind the plate. Lorenzo Cain's hitting .400, 1 homer, 4 RBIs. He's up with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. At the knees for strike 1. The Avengers are 3 games over .500. That's good for 3rd place. They're 3 games behind the Los Angeles Dodgers. Idris Elba in left. And he fouls it down the first base line. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Cain. Star-Lord deals. High strike. Strike without looking. He did not like the call, but there's 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Let's look at this pitch. Wow, it was above the belt. Big strike zone. So big hurt Frank Thomas steps up. 281, 4 homers on the young season. Just misses. Ball 1 at the knees. He has 15 runs batted in. Knuckleball floats in there for strike 1, counting as 1 ball and 1 strike on Thomas. Shallow fly ball to short, right center field. Dave Batista makes the catch to retire the side. So after 1 inning of baseball, there's no score here at Wrigley. Leading off the top of the second, Captain America, Chris Evans, 290, 3 homers, 13 runs batted in. Batting from the left side against the righty Beggs. Outside ball 1. And that's a line drive. It's going to be in there for a base hit. Oh, big turn at first. He's going for second, and he's going to make it. That's some aggressive base running from Chris Evans. That'll be his 6th double of the season. Thought it would be a single off the bat, but it ended up legging it out to a double. So next up is the designated hitter today, Mark Ruffalo, or the Hulk. He's batting .266 on the season. And he hits a line drive to center, and that's going to be an RBI single for Ruffalo. And the score is now 1-0, Avengers. Nice piece of hitting from the Hulk. Hulk smash. Come on, let's see a replay. You get no replay on that? Come on. Unacceptable. Oh, here it is. Took the low pitch and just lined it to center. They're playing him deep, respecting the strength of the Hulk. So next up is Don Cheadle, or War Machine, hitting .342, 2 homers, 11 runs batted in. Takes it outside for strike 1, outside corner, that is, for strike 1. Ruffalo leads off first. There's nobody out here in the top of the second. Still. Nope. Just below the knees. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Cheadle. He fouls off the 2-seamer. Count is 1-2. Oh, it goes back to the wall back there. Wild pitch, and the runner advances into second into scoring position. So wild pitch by Beggs. Cheadle now has a runner in scoring position with nobody out. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's full, 3-2. Idris Elba is on deck, the man who plays Heimdall in the Marvel Universe. Just gets a piece of the fastball to stay alive. Count will remain full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no one out. Here in the second, runner leads off second base. Here comes the payoff pitch. Again, fouls it off to stay alive. Foul ball, 3-2 count. Ruffalo leads off second.
No, that's it.
And he walks him. Ball 4. So there's runners at first and second with nobody out here in the top of the second. There's already a 1-0 lead for the MCU. Idris Elba's hitting .275, 2 homers, 10 runs batted in. And he hits a line drive which will be in there and will probably go all the way to the wall. It's going to probably be... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're running themselves out of the inning. Oh, no. They ran themselves into a pickle. So somehow, after all that, it's 2-0 with a runner in third and 1 out. And that one is going to be in there. It's going to be 1 hop to the wall, and it'll be an RBI double for Dave Batista, or Drax the Destroyer. And with 1 out, it's now runner at second, and a 3-0 ball game. An RBI double for Batista is his 4th of the season. If you expected me to explain that rundown that happened previously, I wouldn't even know where to start. Just be aware that the lineup has turned over. It's a 3-0 lead for MCU. And it's a hard ground ball to the second baseman. Throws Tom Holland out. Runner moves to third. So with 2 down, there's a runner at third for Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie had a single in the first inning. He needs a hit to get that runner in. Oh, and that might do... No, it's going to hang up there. And the right fielder makes the catch to retire the side. But they score 3 runs. And after an inning and a half of baseball, it's Hollywood Avengers 3, the Chicago Cubs nothing. So bottom of the second, George Foster is hitting .260 with 8 homers and 21 runs batted in. He's cold in his last handful of games. Looking to get back on track. Just misses outside for ball 1. Oh, and he hits it high and deep, and that is not coming down. That is a solo homer for George Foster. That's his 9th homer of the season, and just like that, it's a 3-1 ball game. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Must be some sort of South Side tradition. Here's the replay. Oof, my goodness. So still nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Andrew Jones hitting .300, 8 homers, 20 RBIs. It is a 2-run ball game. Avengers lead 3-1. And he fouls off the fastball. Strike 1. Circle changes in there for strike 2. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Jones. Swing and a miss. Out in front of the Vulcan change, and there's one down here in the second. Star-Lord. Peter Quill throwing darts. So next up is Craig Biggio, second baseman, with 205, 2 homers, 7 runs batted in. At the knees, strike one, 95 on the radar gun. Oh, hard ground ball past the third baseman and into left field. And he's going to try for second, and he's going to make it. So it is a stand-up double for Craig Biggio here with 1 out in the second. Oh, so Chadwick Boseman could not pick it at third. Hard ground ball down the line. Next up is Austin Meadows hitting .262, 3 homers, 11 runs batted in. Runner at second is in scoring position. Knuckleball floats in there for strike one. It's a deep fly ball. Check that. Don Cheadle makes the catch. Throws to the cutoff man. No advance on the base path, so there's 2 down here in the second. Deep drive by Meadows, but not enough. Brian Anderson hitting .232, 3 homers, 10 runs batted in. Steps up with 2 outs in the second. At the knees, strike one. High strike, but strike called nonetheless. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Anderson. Cutter inside off the plate. Count is 1-2. As you can see, Chris Pratt needs a haircut. Slow grounder to Holland at second. Throws to first, and the side is retired. So they get a run on the solo home run from George Foster. And at the end of 2 innings of baseball, it is the Avengers 3, the Chicago Cubs nothing. Oh, check that. Chicago Cubs won. It's 3-1. Ooh. Top of the third, Robert Downey Jr. The single in the first. He's hitting .283. Steps up to the plate here to start off the third for the Avengers. Low ball one. And he pops it up in the infield. Shortstop makes the catch. Robin Yount for out number 1.
Now batting, number 20.
Chadwick Boseman is 0 for 1. It's his second plate appearance. He steps up. Fouls off the slider, strike one. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Black Pink. And he drives it to the outfield. Right fielder makes the catch. Austin Meadows for out number 2.
Now batting, the
Captain America has a double in this ball game. He's 1 for 1. Oh, he hits it high and deep. That ball is gonzo. He can do this all day, ladies and gentlemen. Captain America Chris Evans hits his 4th homer of the season, and it is 4-1 Avengers lead. Oh yeah. Let's watch this replay. Boom. .440 feet. Hit the scoreboard in Wrigley Field. So next up is the Hulk. Mark Ruffalo is an RBI single today. Oh no, it's back to back and belly to belly. That's gonzo. Hulk smash. It's 5-1 after Mark Ruffalo hits his 4th homer of the season. Score is 5-1. But the crowd has quieted significantly. Boom. Woo. Next up is Don Cheadle, James Rhodes.
Now batting, number 10.
And he fouls off the change of speed. Strike one. Don Cheadle's hitting 342.
One ball,
Low,
one strike.
count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And this one is a solid single to center. And with 2 outs, they have a runner at first.
Now batting, number 63.
Idris Elba has an RBI triple. Swings and misses out in front of the changeup. Count is 0-1 on Hemedal. Quick throw to first. Cheadle is back. Count is 0-1 on Elba. And he slices to the right fielder. Meadows makes the catch to finally retire the side, but not before 2 back-to-back homers, solo homers. Gives the Hollywood Avengers a 5-1 lead. Bottom of the third. Jake Rogers steps to the plate, part-time player, hitting 143 in only a handful of at-bats. At the knee, strike one. Slow roller to Tom Holland, throws to first, in time, out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Standings in the National League West, as you can see, the Los Angeles Dodgers is in first place, and the Avengers is 3 games back at 13-10. Lineup turns over for the Cubs. Robin Yount grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Just gets a piece of the fastball. 97 on the radar gun. Slow roll, a slow line drive. Right there is Elba in left. He makes the catch for the
The
second out.
batter, number 6. Designated hitter, Ruffalo.
Hit it right on the nose, but Elba was able to make the play. So with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, Lorenzo Cain struck out in the first. He's up for his second plate appearance against Star-Lord.
That's a ball.
Pitches low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
He hits it high and deep, but it curves foul. Strike 1, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Cain. Fouls it off, count is 1-2. Pitch is high, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouls off the circle change. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch.
Count is 3-2.
Change up is low. Count goes full, 3-2. Frank Thomas is on deck. Lazy fly ball to center. War Machine is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Peter Quill. At the end of 3 innings of play, it's 5-1. Avengers lead. Here we go, top of the fourth. Drax the Destroyer, Dave Batista. He's 1 for 1. Steps up against Beggs.
Batista.
Nope.
Pitches high, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Fouls off the high fastball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Batista. Line drive, base hit to center. And the leadoff man is on here in the top of the 4th.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
So the lineup turns over. Bullpen, there's a lefty warming for the Cubs. Tom Holland is 0 for 2. And it's a slow roller. Over to second for 1, back to first. Double play. It's a 6-4-3 DP. And Tom Holland is 0 for 3 today. There are 2 outs and the bases are empty. Nice play by Robbin out to start that double play. So Anthony Mackie is 1 for 2 with a single. Steps up with the bases empty and 2 down. Just under the knees for ball 1. Line drive the other way, base hit to left field. And with 2 outs, they have a base runner. Falcon has some speed. Here's the replay. Just served it the other way. No chance for the third baseman, as you can see. So, quick throw to first. He's back. Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. 1 for 2 with a single. And he pulls the 2-seamer foul for strike 1. Line drive, base hit to left, to right. Check that. He's going to third, and he's going to make it. With 2 outs, there's runners at first and third, so they are threatening. Robert Downey Jr. is 2 for 3. Will they show us a replay? No, they will not. So Chadwick Boseman has 2 runners on and 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Hard ground ball to the second baseman. He tosses over to second for the force, and the side is retired. They leave 2 runners on. However, after 3.5 innings of play, it's Hollywood Avengers 5. The Chicago Cubs 1. Bottom of the 4th. The big hurt, Frank Thomas, steps in against Chris Pratt. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
At the knees, strike 2. Jams him. Lazy fly ball to center. War Machine makes the catch for the first out. George Foster's 4 for 9 in the series. He has a solo homer today. He accounts for the only run on the scoreboard for the Cubs today so far. In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Circle change floats in there for strike 2. Whoa, he hits another one. He has 2 home runs today. Another solo shot. I believe this is his 10th homer of the season. And it is. And the score is 5-2. I don't know what these guys are dancing about. He's losing by 3 runs, fellas. George Foster. 2 home runs today. 457. Woo. That's power. So, with 1 out here in the top of the 4th, it's a 5-2 ball, and Andrew Jones struck out in his first plate appearance. And he fouls off fastball, strike 1. Just misses with circle change outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Andrew. Knuckleball floats in there. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. Cutter just misses inside. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. I don't think Star-Lord liked that call, but I'll have to deal with it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and there are 2 down. Chris Pratt's 3rd strikeout of the contest.
Now batting, second baseman, Craig Biggio.
Craig Biggio. He had a double in the second. He's 3 for 9 for this series so far. At the knees, strike 1.
0-1.
Grounds it down the third base line. He's going to try for second. Strong throw. Will it be in time? No, it will not. He is safe. Biggio has his 7th double. Actually, it's the 2nd double of the game, 7th of the season. And again, another ball gets by Chadwick at 3rd. See how close this is. Strong throw, but not in time. So runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Austin Meadows, who's 0 for 1. Knuckler in there, strike 1. He's hitting .259 in the season. Runner was going to 3rd, trying to steal. Pitch was fouled off, count is 0-2. Just misses outside, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They strand the runner at second. Side retired, but George Foster hits his 2nd home run of the game to make the score Avengers 5, Cubs 2. Top of the 5th, Chris Evans is 2 for 2. He has a double and a homer. Steps in for his 3rd plate appearance. Pitches low, ball 1. So lefty and a righty warming up in the Chicago bullpen. Felice and Cedeno. And it's a line drive caught by Biggio at 2nd for the 1st out.
Now batting, number 84.
Mark Ruffalo is also 2 for 2 with a homer, a single. He has 2 runs batted in this game. Pitches high, ball 1. And he hits it high and deep. That could go. No, on the warning track. Jones makes the catch for the 2nd out. Not quite enough. Got under it just a drop. So Don Cheadle had a single. In the 3rd, he's 1 for 1 officially. And he pops it up in the infield. Biggio waves off the shortstop, and he almost misjudged it, but he makes the catch to retire the side. So 4.5 innings of baseball. It's a 3-run lead for the Avengers, 5-2. Thank you, Heidi, for your report, but unfortunately there's something wrong with the microphone, so we're going to have to cut away from you. We'll have a technician down there to check out that mic. In the meantime, the bottom of the 5th, it's Brian Anderson, who's 0 for 1 with the ground out.
Brian Anderson.
And he slashes it foul into the seats, strike 1. Hard ground ball to Black Panther, throws across for the 1st out.
The catcher, number 34.
Jake Rogers is 3 for 22 in the season. He's 0 for 1 today. Checks the swing, but it's in there, strike 1. Vulcan change at the knees, strike 2. And he strikes out for the 2nd out. He is 3 for 23 on the season. That's Chris Pratt's 5th strikeout of the game. Robin Yount, the leadoff man, steps in for his 3rd plate appearance. He is 0 for 2. Averages dips to 278. Knuckleball floats in there for strike 1.
0-1 the count.
And it's a line drive over the head of Robert Downey Jr. into right field. That is a 2-out base hit for Robin Yount. Here's the replay. He is now 1 for 3.
Designated hitter,
Lorenzo Cain, the designated hitter. 0 for 2 today. He's 2 for 6 with a home run in the series. Strike 1. Inside corner, strike 2. Just misses outside with the breaking ball. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jams him. Pops it up, but it will make the seats. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off first here in the bottom of the 5th. It is a 3-run ball game. It's a slow roller. Captain jumps out of his crouch, fires, got him. Side retired. Great play by Chris Evans behind the plate. So, it's 5 innings of baseball, an official game, and the Hollywood Avengers are leading 5-2.
Your attention, please.
We go to the top of the 6th. Michael Feliz comes in relief. He's making his 14th appearance out of the bullpen. 1 and 2 with a 3.77 earned run average. He faces Idris Elba to lead off the top of the 6th. He's 1 for 2.
The left fielder, number 63.
Out in front of the slider for strike 1. And it is a line drive that's going to find its way into the left field corner. And it's going to be a double for Idris Elba to lead off the 6th. That is his 5th double of the season. Doubles leaders on the Avengers. Anthony Mackie leads with 8. Tom Holland 7. Chris Evans 6. So, Drax the Destroyer is up. He's 2 for 2 today. Pitches high, ball 1. He's hitting .321 on the season. And he skies it to right. He's tagging. Strong throw to third. It is not in time. The throw was up the line. So productive out. The runner moves to third with less than 2 outs. So now Tom Holland is 0 for 3 today. Average finally dipping below the 400 mark, 398. But he can get that runner home without the benefit of a hit. But he does get a hit. It's high and deep. That ball is gonzo. It is 7-2 Avengers on Tom Holland's 5th home run of the season, a 2-run shot. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Hoorah. Let's watch the replay. It's 1 for 4, but it's a big one. Boom. 7-2 ball game here in the 6th. Anthony Mackie steps up with 1 out. Bullpen is active for the Cubs. 2 left-handers. Hard ground ball to Robin Yount at short. He throws 2 in time. 2 away. Robert Downey Jr. is 2 for 3. He has 2 singles today. He's up there with 2 outs and the base is empty. Here in the top of the 6th. Low ball 1. He is 6 for his last 11. He's been hot in his last couple of games, last few games. Swinging and a miss the inside fastball, strike 1. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike on RDJ. 2 balls, 1 strike. Count is outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. It's a hitter's count with 2 outs. And it's a line drive, his 3rd single of the game. He's 3 for 4. And they have a 2-out base runner. He is on point. Next up is the late great Chadwick Boseman, who's 0 for 3 today. He is hitting .321 in the season. Inside ball one. T'Challa. A little late on the fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Boseman. RDJ leads off first. There's 2 down here in the 6th. And this is a line drive to center, which will drop in for a single. So they're threatening once again. It's runners at first and second with 2 outs. It's his first hit of the game. He's 1 for 4. So next up is Chris Evans, who has had a day. Chris is 2 for 3 with a homer and a double. He's hitting .306. And he jams and pops him up in the infield. Frank Thomas settles under it, makes the catch, retires the side. But they get 2 runs on the home run from Spider-Man. And after 5.5 innings of baseball, it's the Avengers 7, the Cubs 2. Big hurt Frank Thomas steps in the bottom of the 6th. He's 0 for 2. He's 0 for 10 in the series. He has been ice cold. Pitches low, ball 1. Grounds it past the diving Robert Downey Jr. and into right field. It is a base hit to lead off the inning for Frank Thomas. He has his first hit of the series. Hard grounder up the first base line between first and second. So next up is George Foster. He's hit 2 home runs today, just like this one in the 4th inning. That was his second of 2. He's going for his 3rd. High strike, but a strike nonetheless. Count is 0-1 on Foster. Grounds it. T'Challa, 5, 4, 3, double play. And there's 2 down. Just like that, the bases are empty. So Andrew Jones has 2 strikeouts today. He's 1 for 9 in this 3-game set. In there, strike 1. And he pops him up. Tony Stark settles under it in foul territory, first base side, makes the catch, retires the side. So 6 innings of baseball. Hollywood Avengers have a 5-run lead. They were leading 7-2.
Ladies and gentlemen,
top of the 7th, Sean Gilmartin's making his 9th appearance out of the bullpen for the Cubs. His record is 2-0 with a 6 ERA, 6.00. And stepping up to the plate is the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, who has a home run today. He's 2 for 3.
Number 84.
Swings and misses at the pitch outside. Strike 1. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, Gilmartin gripping his shoulder, extreme pain. Could be a big problem. Throws 2 pitches, and Xavier Cedeno has to come in injury relief. 7 games, no record, 3.24 earned run average. He takes over with a 1-1 record. 1-1 count, excuse me. And he throws a strike. It's immediately 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ruffalo. Inside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Hulk. Just gets a piece of the fastball. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Oh, it's a line drive that is... Oh, it's off the heel of the glove of the right fielder, Austin Meadows. He throws to second. It is safe. So it's a double, his 6th of the season. Almost made a spectacular catch, but it just popped off the heel of his glove. By the time he was able to get up and chase it down, it was a close play at second, but there's nobody out here and a runner at second base for War Machine, now batting from the right side against the lefty Cedeno. Fouls it off for strike one. Ruffalo leads off second. Did he check it? According to the home plate umpire, he did. The count even was 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls off a fastball. Count is 1-2 on Rhodey. Grounds it to the right side. Biggio throws to first. It's a productive out as the runner moves to third with less than 2 outs. Idris Elba has a double, a triple. It's 2 for 3. He's 5 for 10 for the series, and he can get an RBI without the benefit of a hit. See what he can do. And here it goes. It's probably going to be a sacrifice fly. He tags. Strong throw to the plate is in time. What a throw from Andrew Jones. It's a double play to end the inning. 7th inning stretch time. MCU leads 7-2. Bottom of the 7th. Craig Biggio has 2 doubles. He's 2 for 2. Pratt is still out there pitching in the 7th. At the knees, strike one. Fouls it off. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Cutter inside. And there's one down. That's Pratt's 6th strikeout. He wanted to know if it was a strike, and it told him it was inside. Austin Meadows steps up. He's 0 for 2. And he's a little late on the fastball. Count is 0-1. He's hitting .256 on the season. Grounds it into the teeth of the shift. Spider-Man fires, got him, and there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 16,
Brian Anderson is 0 for 2. He's 2 for 8 with a homer in this series. 0 for 2 today. Fouls off the fastball, strike one. Ground ball on the fly, side retired. Cut the check, ladies and gentlemen. 7 innings of baseball have completed. It is a 7-2 lead for the MCU. Top of the 8th, Drax the Destroyer. A single, a double, an RBI. He is 2 for 3. We need to get somebody up in the bullpen. Pitch is low, ball 1. 10 innings, 37. Oh, I can't. Gotta go let him throw the pitch because it's locked off. Hold on. Line drive right at the second baseman for the first out. Starter comparison, as you can see, Chris Pratt had a little bit more success than Dustin Beggs. No walks, 6 strikeouts. So manager, bullpen. Righty, righty, righty. So we'll go Paul Rudd, warm up in the bullpen. Paul Rudd is scheduled to go in the game. So Ant-Man will pitch. Tom Holland is 1 for 4. It's a big one, a 2-run home run. His last at bat. Pitch is low, ball 1. And this may fall in. I think it will. And it's going to be a single, and he's 2 for 5 today. So 1 out. Tom Holland is at first base with a single to center.
Now batting, number 9.
So Anthony Mackie steps up. Falcon 2 for 4. Quick throw to first. He's back. Another quick throw first. And it's a hard line drive, but right there is George Foster in left. He makes the second out. Robert Downey Jr. is 7 for 11 in this series. He has 3 hits today. Steps up with a runner at first, Spider-Man. 2 down here in the 8th. He's going, and this base is stolen. Stole it on the pitcher. So Spider-Man has a steal, and there's a runner in scoring position for Robert Downey Jr. now, here in the 8th. Count is 0-1 on RDJ. Outside corner, strike 2. Did he check it?
What you got?
Yes, he did. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Iron Man. Oh, it hits him. He's ahead in the count, and he hit him. So now with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th, there's runners at first and second. Right on the thigh. So, Black Panther steps up. He's 1 for 4. 2 runners on. And he skies it to shallow center. Andrew Jones is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Score remains 7-2, Avengers. Coming in relief, Paul Rudd making his 8th appearance. He's 1-0. His ERA is 5.63. And he faces Jake Rogers, who is 0 for 2. Fastball's in there, strike 1. Vulcan changes just below the knees for ball 1. Curveball low, count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Rogers. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, count evens to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Rogers. Swing and a miss, strike 3, he's 0 for 3. He is 3 for 24 on the season. So the line for Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, is 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts, and he is in line for the victory. It would be his 3rd win against no losses, provided they hold on to the lead. So next up is Robin Yount. He had a single in the 5th. He's 1 for 3. And he lines it. Strong throw across the diamond in time. Nice play. Showing off that arm is Chadwick Boseman at 3rd, and there's 2 away. Lorenzo Cain is hitting .375, but he is 0 for 3 today. And he takes strike 197 on the radar gun. Grounds it down the 3rd baseline, but it just goes foul. Strike 2. Just misses high and tight. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Cain. And it's a bloop base hit to left field. And they have a runner on with 2 outs in the 8th. Just out of the reach of the 3rd baseman, Boseman. And on that bloop, Cain has keeps the hitting streak going. So Frank Thomas is up. Throws a strike down the middle, strike 1. Frank got his first hit of this series in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 11. Strike 2, count is 0-2.
I got the count 0-2.
And he hits a line drive to left. Nice running play by Idris Elba to retire the side. So we go to the top of the 9th. The Avengers lead 7-2.
Your attention, please.
On in relief, Roberto Osuna. This is his 9th appearance. He has no record. He does have 8 saves. This is not a save opportunity. His ERA is 1.13. I guess they're just trying to get him some work. Chris Evans steps up. He's 2 for 4 with a home run today.
For the Avengers, the catcher, Chris Evans.
Fouls it back to the screen. Strike 1. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to the manager's office, the bullpen, And right. So we're going to have Josh Brolin warm up, scheduled to put him in the game. Josh Brolin, the man who played Thanos in the Marvel Universe, in the bullpen for the Avengers. Fouls off the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Evans. Inside ball 1.
That's inside.
Lines it sharply, but into the stands. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Did he check his swing? Yes, he did. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Remains 2-2. And he pulls the breaking ball foul down the first base line. Grounds it deep in the hole is short. Robin Yount plants, fires, got him. Out number 1. Mark Ruffalo is 3 for 4 with a homer. Steps in against Osuna. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Oh, the hardest one is the triple when you're looking to get the cycle. Out in front of the change of speed, the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Ruffalo. Just beneath the knees, count is 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Hard ground ball to Biggio at second. Takes his time, throws, and there's 2 away.
Now batter.
Don Cheadle, 3 for 11 in the series. He's 1 for 3 today. And this one slices, and it will drop in for a base hit in front of George Foster and left. He's trying for second. Bad decision. Throws him out, side retired. So we go to, there's a single and thrown out at second. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Chicago Cubs, last licks. They need 5 runs to tie. And in relief, here in the bottom of the 9th, Josh Brolin, the man who played Thanos. He's pitching in his 9th game. He has no record. He does have a save. His ERA is 5.19. Facing him is George Foster, looking for his 3rd home run of the game. High strike, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count is 0-1. He's 5 for 11 in the series with those 2 home runs. Pitch is low. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Foster. And it's a hard line drive, base hit to right. And they lead off with a single. George has 3 hits today.
The center fielder, number 25, Andrew Jones.
Next up is Andrew Jones. So for 3 today. Split fingered fastballs in there for strike 1. Jones is 1 for 10 in this 3-game set. Oh, he hits it high and deep. That could go. That has a chance. It's off the wall. Looks like he's going to stop at 3rd base, so it's going to be runners at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. Off of the line drive, off of the left center field wall. Almost a 2-run homer. Craig Biggio's up next. And we're going to have to reevaluate what we're doing here. Hold on a second. Craig Biggio's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Manager, bullpen. Let's warm up Jeremy. No. Warm up Ed Norton. And bullpen. Warm up Paul Bettany. And let's do a mound visit to kill a little time. 2nd and 3rd. It's still a 5-run ball game. Tying run has not come to the plate. Let's do this. Fouls it off, strike 1. Slices it into the seats down the first base line. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Low ball.
1 and 2.
Pulls it, foul. Count is 1 and 2. Checks his swing, but it's in there for strike 3. And there's 1 out here in the 9th.
Up next to the top. The right fielder,
Austin Meadows
Austin.
steps up, 0 for 3. Pulls it foul for strike 1. Runners are still at second and third with 1 out now. Pulls it through and into right field. He holds up, so it's an RBI single for Austin Meadows, and the score is 7 to 3.
The third baseman, number 16, Brian.
So next up is Brian Anderson, manager, bullpen. Ed Norton, put him in the game.
Your attention, please. Now,
Ed Norton, 9th game, no record, 6 ERA. Manager's office, bullpen. We're warming up Jeremy Renner. Not going to fuck around with this for very much longer. Fouls off the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Ed Norton is the man who played the Hulk first in the Marvel Universe, in that first movie in 2008. And it's a line drive base hit, an RBI single for Brian Anderson, and it's 7 to 4. It's suddenly the tying run will come to the plate. Next up is Jake Rogers. He's 0 for 3. Pitches outside, triple digits, 100 miles an hour. In there, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. He hits it high and deep. That's got a chance to tie this ball game. At the fence, he makes the catch. Just a mere foot or 2 from being a tie ball game. But now we're down to our final out, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Robin Yount is up. We're not messing around. Bullpen. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to go another mound visit. Then we're going to go to the bullpen. We're going to put in Jeremy Renner. I can't go to Jeremy Renner yet. In there, strike 1, some stupid rule in baseball. And this guy's got to pitch 3 batters. Line drive base hit. It's going to be 7 to 5. It's an RBI single from Robin Yount. And they're within 2 runs. The tying run is at first base now.
Designated hitter, Lorenzo.
Brett Gardner is a pinch runner at second. Next up is Lorenzo Cain. He hit a single in the 8th. He's 1 for 4. Bullpen, Jeremy Renner. Still, I can put him in the game. So, the closer, Hawkeye. So far, his record is not all that impressive. He's pitching in his 4th game. His record is 0-1. He has a save. He's blown a save. His ERA is 11.57. And swings at the first pitch, pops it up the other way. Batista's there. He makes the catch. The final out. Side retired. Ball game over. And the Avengers win 7 to 5. So they made a comeback. They made it scary. But in the end, it's the Avengers that wins the best 2 out of 3 here on the road at Wrigley Field. And they go 14-10. The winning pitcher is Chris Pratt. The save goes to Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye. The losing pitcher is Beggs. Dustin Beggs. Mark Ruffalo is 3 for 5 with the homer as the player of the game. So the final, the Hollywood Avengers 7 runs and 19 hits, no errors. Chicago Cubs 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. And that has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And have yourself a great day.
3 hours and 22 minutes.